Hello, and welcome to Tracy Momey Reads. In the words of the illustrious Carrie Bradshaw, and just like that, how is Thanksgiving next week? I'm not even going to say it. I know people say it ad nauseum, but it is really true, y'all. Something is going on. Time is just flying by at warp speed. I don't know if it's due to global warming or what is going on, but this is ridiculous. Thanksgiving is next week. And I have just been, oh my God, I have a new book coming out in January, which next week on the channel, I will be talking more about that. But I've just been so busy, trying to get everything finalized for that and, trying to schedule out some events, recording audio for the book, which that has been a whole experience that I don't know that I will ever repeat. But so many people have asked. So anyway, enough about that. Yeah, so coming down to the end of the year, I started this channel the beginning of this year, 2021, and I can't believe it's almost been a year that I have been doing this and sharing books that I've read and enjoyed. It has been quite a ride, and I'm going to be reevaluating how I proceed with the channel in the future, because I want to do something a little bit more fun to get a little bit more engagement and that type of thing. So I have some things I'm thinking about. Yeah, today I'm in my oversized comfy hoodie because even here in Houston, the temperatures are in the 40s, but that doesn't mean anything because tomorrow it could be 85. That's just how we roll here in Houston. And so yeah, so it's all about comfort today as I dive into the book that I'm going to be reviewing. First of all, I'm just wondering, as a avid reader, and I know for a fact I'm not alone. What is this compulsion as readers that we have when we have so many books, whether they're, books, tangible books, or the hundreds of books that we have stockpiled on our e-readers and devices? What is it that makes us just not feel like that's enough? Like we are constantly buying books or getting books from the library or, reading online books before we finish what we have. And something that I did, now I will say this, okay, NetGalley, I signed up because I was actually looking at it from an author perspective. But then I realized that as a reader, I could also get early access to books. Hey, I signed up for that part of it too. So I have actually gotten a couple of books through NetGalley ahead of their release. And one of the books I read earlier this week, and it's called Blood Sugar by Sascha Rothchild. Blood Sugar. And it actually does not come out until April of next year, but this is one you may want to put on your radar. It's this tagline. It says, she's accused of 4 murders. She's only guilty of 3. So yeah, the tagline kind of got me, and then like the little blurb that they had on NetGalley. So the way that it works, authors or their publishers put the books on NetGalley, and then people who are members of NetGalley can you put in like genres that you're interested in, and every now and then they'll have books that are coming out that you can request. And the publisher only releases, I guess, so many, and if you request them in time or you meet the criteria, I really don't know what the criteria is that they have, but I've been lucky enough to get 2 of the books. So yeah, if you're a reader and you just want to keep reading and keep adding to your ever-growing TBR, check out NetGalley. So anyway, Blood Sugar by Sascha Rothchild. And yeah, this one, I know I feel bad, giving you guys a review of it when you can't get your hands on it, but you can pre-order it. So you can put it on your radar to get it when it comes out in April of next year, or you can go ahead and try to pre-order it. So the premise, like the tagline says, that there is going to be a murder or 3, but it's just really unsuspecting, like the person who's committing the murders, the way and the reason the murders are happening. And it's all unfolding as the story starts off. There's this woman named Ruby who is being interrogated. She's at the police station, and a police officer has her in the room, you know, like asking her all these questions about a possible murder. And actually, when the book starts, like that's the first murder takes place when the book starts, and then we jump to like the future where this woman is being interrogated by the police, being accused of a murder. Coincidentally, 3 other murders took place really close by where she happened to be. And, you know, that's just kind of an anomaly. You know, most people, if you're around when 3 different people that aren't even connected over years, you know, perish, I could see why somebody would suspect you. Like, you know, that's pretty suspicious. And especially if you knew all 3 of the people, not just randos that, oh, this person happened to have a heart attack and collapse and I happened to be in the grocery store. No, like you knew the person, you were like right there when they died. So this police officer is kind of, you know, coming up with this stuff like maybe you had something to do with those, plus this new murder. And the new murder is of her husband who has died. So that, you know, once the author starts giving us some backstory and, you know, how other murders happened and how the main character fit into those scenarios, you start wondering if, like the police, did she do it? You know, and I won't give away any spoilers as to whether or not she did, but there were quite some, you know, colorful characters, and the characterizations. I really like the way that the writer kind of incorporated everything. I mean, it's a lot going on in the book, but everything flowed pretty well with regards to when you're reading, you know, you don't feel like, okay, because sometimes the thing I feel about some suspense books, it's like the author forgets that they told us this thing and now you're here, and that doesn't make sense because it doesn't jive with what happened back here. But everything seemed like it was seamless, and all the previous details seemed like they made sense when you kind of got to the end. And you know me, being a writer, I'm always looking for drama, like even more drama. Like I want to amp it up when I read books where these authors have created such out the box characters that are kind of breaking the rules or making the rules. You just want to see so much more from them, you know. And because I'm not that kind of writer, like I don't feel like I'm in that category yet. I've admittedly play it safe with some of my writers. I haven't gotten to the whole kill your darlings phase of my writing. But when I see writers that are bold enough to do that and they have these larger than life characters, I just want so much more. So yeah, I was hoping for a different ending that could have even lended itself to a sequel that I actually would have read. Yeah, but the book was really good, and we follow the main character from basically when she's like 5 all the way up to, I think when the book ends, she's maybe 30. But it's not like a chronological series of events. We kind of jump around because, like I said, she's being interrogated in the police station. So when like a name comes up or a question is asked, we fall back to a flashback. And, you know, maybe now in her flashback, it was back when she was 15. So then another question or something is asked, and we do a flashback, and now she's in college. So it kind of jumps around in that aspect. But again, it was really easy to follow. So yeah, so if you like suspense books, books that sometimes have surprise things that come out and you're like, oh, I didn't see that one coming, or I would have never guessed. You know, I think that you'd really enjoy Blood Sugar. So there are some parts that maybe readers will find. I mean, if you're of this particular genre and you read a lot of books in this genre, you'll probably pick up on some things with the foreshadowing that the author does, and you will probably be able to predict some of the stuff. But overall, good read, different from some of the stuff that I've read. here lately in this particular genre, which I find myself unable to stop gravitating towards. I don't know if it's because there are more books being written in the suspense, mystery, space, or if it's just me because I was reading so much of them for research for my upcoming book. So I don't know, but either way, I'm enjoying it. So yeah, that is my take on Blood Sugar by Sascha Rothchild. You can go in, I think there's either an excerpt or some information like with a longer blurb on Amazon. So if you go to Amazon, you can read a longer blurb to see if it's something you'd be interested in. And like I said, it doesn't come out until April of next year. I believe it's April 19th. So you can pre-order the book, or you can, wait till it comes out, if you decide you want to wait, or get the, because I even saw a thing, I know that it's on Audible. So all the people who love listening to audiobooks, that is going to be an option for this particular book. So that's all I have for you today. Like I said, be sure that you tune in next week, because I am going to be talking about my upcoming new release that will be out in January. So I'll be giving you all the deets on the book's release, what the book is about, some events and different things that I have planned. I'll be sharing the trailer on my channel. So just a lot of fun stuff coming up as we come to the end of yet another year. So be sure you like this video. And if you have any comments about, Blood Sugar, if you've read it or if you're familiar with the author, leave me a comment below. And thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I hope you're enjoying the content. And if you are enjoying the content and you just are looky-loo, you're coming out whenever I post a video, you should subscribe. It's the best thing you can do for yourself today. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend. Bye.